Hello everyone, in this lecture let us see the analysis of purely inductive AC circuit. So here I have considered an AC circuit supplied with supply voltage V is equals to Vm sin omega t conducted to a pure inductor. Right? We know that as a result of voltage V, supplied voltage V, some amount of current passes through the inductor that I have taken as I, right? So now the alternating current, so why? Because the supply voltage is alternating, this alternating voltage produces some alternating current. So when an alternating current is produced through an inductor is nothing but coil with some n number of turns, right? When an alternating current is flowing through the inductor coil, so this will produce an alternating magnetic field around the inductor or not? Now, so due to the creation of magnetic field around the inductor, the flux will induce an EMF in the coil, right? So that amount of EMF is called self-induced EMF or not? Self-induced EMF, right? So let me define it as small e. So this self-induced EMF, we know that it is equals to minus L di by dt, where L is the inductance of the coil in Henry and I is the current flowing through it, right? Now, since voltage applied at every instant is equal and opposite to the induced EMF, right, according to Lenz's law, right? Let me write it down. Since voltage applied at every instant is equal and opposite to induced EMF, right? That is V is equals to minus EL or not, where EL is the self-induced EMF I have taken, right? So now V is what? Vm sin omega t, and minus of EL is what? Minus L di by dt, right? So from this I will be getting di by dt is equals to Vm by L of sin omega t, where I will be getting di is equals to Vm by L sin omega t dt. Fine. So now integrating on both sides, that is integral of di integral of Vm by L sin omega t dt, I'll be getting what? I is equals to Vm by L is outside, integral of sin omega t dt. So I'll be getting Vm by sin omega t integration is 1 by omega into sin omega t. What is the integration? Minus cos omega t, right? So finally this I'll be getting, so that I can write this one as Vm by omega L as sin omega t minus pi by 2 or not, minus cos omega t, right? So that I am reducing this one as Im sin of omega t minus pi by 2, right? So this is the equation for my current flowing through the inductor, where Im is Vm by XL, right? Where XL is called as inductive reactance. XL is called as what? Inductive reactance. XL is given by omega L, right? So this is about the current flowing through the pure inductive circuit. Now let us look at some other parameters, like what will be the instantaneous power then? Instantaneous power, like it will be indicated by small p, that is nothing but our Vi, where V is nothing but Vm sin omega t and I is what? Im sine omega t minus pi by 2, right? So that minus Vm Im sine omega t cos omega t. So this one I have written as again minus cos omega t, so that I can write this multiplying and dividing by 2. I will be getting Vm Im by 2 into 2 sine omega t cos omega t. That will be what? Sine 2t, 2 omega t. Right, this is the value of instantaneous power through the purely inductive circuit. Fine. So now coming to the average power. Average power P is equals to, what is the definition? Integral of time period, that is up to 2 pi, of Vm Im by 2 minus sine 2 omega t dt. So that we will be getting Vm Im by 4 pi, right, into integral of 0 to 2 pi sine 2 theta d theta, where theta is what? Omega t. Right, so 0 to 2 pi sine 2 theta d theta is what? We will be getting 0 finally. So that the average power of purely inductive circuit is what? 0. So now how to represent it graphically? Let us see now. Representing here, right? So let me consider this one as my voltage, that is Vm sine omega t. Now coming to the current, what is the value of current? I have got Im sine omega t minus pi by 2, right? So minus pi by 2, that means it have started earlier, right? Pi by 2 earlier, so that I can start from here. But its magnitude, if you see, Im will be what? Vm by xl. So means it is reducing by a factor of xl, so that its value will be like this. So it is starting from pi by 2, that will be the difference, right? So it will be like this. So there is a difference of pi by 2 as we have got here, right? So if you extend it backwards, you will get it like this. Okay. So then next, what about the power now? See, instantaneous power, if you see, so this is the value of I. Instantaneous power, if you see, so its time period is what now? Its frequency is 2 omega. That means previously if it have covered some area in omega radians, now it will be covering in 2 omega radians, right? So that, and also what is the magnitude? Magnitude is minus, right? Minus, that means negative. So see, it will be like minus, it means negative, that means it is starting from negative, right? So previously it have covered this much area in time t. Let me suppose this is the time t, but now it have covered the same thing in time t by 2 only, right? So see, if you see, omega is equals to 2 pi f, but now it is double the frequency, right? So that it is covering at a faster rate, right? Covering at a faster rate. So that if you see, so it is covering at a faster rate. So previously, to complete one cycle, it have taken, if it have taken pi, now to complete one cycle, it is taking only pi by 2. That is what its meaning is, double the frequency, right? So again, double the frequency, right? This is what. This is what about the instantaneous power. Hope it's clear. See, the thing is 2 omega, that means frequency is doubled. Frequency is doubled means, frequency means what? Number of cycles per second. If it have covered only 1 cycle per second, now it will be covering 2 cycles within the same time, right? See, so if it is the time t, now see, this is my voltage or not? Let me draw it with some other ring so you can clearly understand. So this one is my voltage. Previously it have covered in some pi radians, but now the frequency is doubled. Now, so within the same time there are 2 cycles now. One is this one is this one. But the magnitude is negative. Clear? So double the frequency but negative. So this is what the representation of waveforms of purely inductive AC circuit and the different parameters. Now let us look into an example to clearly understand the concept. Here is an example given like a 0.014 Henry choke coil with negligible resistance is connected to a 220 volts 50 Hz AC supply. Determine the inductive reactance of the coil, current flowing through the coil, power consumed by the coil, and maximum energy stored in the coil. So let us see how to solve this problem. So first one is inductive reactance of the coil. So we know that inductive reactance we have defined as XL, that is, it is nothing but omega into L, where omega is what? 2 pi f L, right? All the values are given, please substitute those all. 2 pi into frequency is 50 Hz it is given, right? L value is 0.014 into 0.014. So if you do it, you will be getting it as 4.4 ohms. So this is the inductive reactance of the coil, right? So the next one is current flowing through the coil. So we have already seen for the current flow formula is, see, current flowing through the coil. So it is nothing but I, that is nothing but V by XL, right? So where V is already given, that is what? 220 volts by XL we have found out. What is it? 4.4. So the answer is 50 amperes. Right, 50 amperes of current will be flowing through the coil. And the next one asked is power consumed by the coil. So power consumed by the coil. We have seen that instantaneous power has some value, but the total power, average power is 0. So here power consumed is asked, not the average, not the instantaneous power. So power consumed is nothing but what is the average power? That is what the question is, right? So it will be what? 0. So next, maximum energy stored. Maximum energy stored in the coil. What is this? We know that energy stored in an inductor is what? Is half Li square or not? Right? Now for this energy stored to be maximum, the only variable here is what? L is constant. However, that means the current must be maximum. Then this becomes the maximum energy stored in the coil or in the inductor, right? So this comes as half. L value is what? 0.014 into Im square. But here given value is what? The value whatever we have found out, this will be the RMS value. Why? Because 220 we have taken VRMS. I have already told you that regarding AC, the problems will be given in terms of RMS, right? So this will be the RMS value of the current. To convert it into peak value or maximum value, what I have to do? Multiply it with root 2. Root 2 into 50, this becomes the value of Im now. So Im square, right? So don't confuse with it. This is Im. So the solution comes like it is, if you calculate it, you'll be getting as 35 joules. So this is a procedure of calculation for the analysis of a purely inductive AC circuit. So hope you have understood. Thank you.